1, 2, check. I'm gonna see. This is at C level. This is usually the level someone would talk at. It's a normal. So this is max volume. No, not yet actually. So this is max volume. No, not yet actually. So this is max volume. Okay, so this is what it would be like if Pastor Martin was talking or my mom was talking. It would be at this level. Let's see if that's too much. Looking pretty good. I'm gonna turn it down just a scotch, and let's see if we can get like a. Okay, compressors on. Limit. Okay, that's good. That sounds pretty good. Maybe not so much makeup gain. This thing, it likes to pick up everything, huh? So, but overall, this is a pretty good level slash, let's see if it, at half volume, let's see if this is, loud enough for, the average listener.
Show us your glory, show us your glory. In wonder and surrender we fall down. Show us your glory, show us your glory. Let every burning heart be holy ground. Not by power and not by might, but only by the cross we come alive. Here we're undone, overcome by heaven's love revealed before our eyes. And show us your glory, show us your glory. In wonder and surrender we fall down. Show us your glory, show us your glory. Let every burning heart be holy ground. Chains fall, fear bow. Here now, Jesus, you change everything. Lives healed, hope found. Here now, Jesus, you change everything. Chains fall, fear bow. Here now, Jesus, you change everything. Lives healed, hope found. Here now, Jesus, you change everything.
Stop that. Test 1, 2, test. So it's looking like this is this is tough. Okay, so that's on at least. Just gonna go over to his spot here and sling this over the back. How it's supposed to go. Okay, so and that's like that. This is close to my face, and this is like a normal level of how my father preaches his words. I'm trying to say things in a tone or in a demeanor of how he would say it on a Sunday. Because sometimes he'll get real loud like this just to get a point across, but then take it back down to here. So we're going to see how that sounds this morning. Let's read some of his notes. What we don't use properly, we lose regretfully. The kingdom of God and its rewards go to those who are willing to do the work of God. And if you won't do it, it'll raise up another who will. Now, between verses 33 and 43, we see that the tenants of the vineyard were positioned for success. Now, they had a vineyard, and they had all what they needed to make this vineyard profitable, but somewhere along the way entered in something evil, something hideous and wrong. You see, they weren't guilty of being lazy or not working the vineyard. Something else happened. They got selfish, greedy, and proud. They exerted their will over the will of the vineyard owner. See, there is an interesting parallel between the tenants and that of our ancient enemy. Ezekiel 28, verse 16 says, tells us about Lucifer's rebellion. It says, there was a violence found in the midst of thee. Violence here meaning a tearing away deep in the innermost being from something that once was. That something was obedient to God's will. Lucifer tried to usurp God and become like the Most High. And see, when the same nature among the tenants, and we see the same nature among the tenants, they decided to usurp. The vineyard belonged to them now, and not the landowner. They defied his will to the point of rejecting his own son. Folks, there's a modern day application here, believe it or not. There are pastors and churches today that continue to do God's business, that continue to do business in God's name, rather, and are seemingly doing the work. But they are not in it for themselves. But they are in it for themselves in their own glory. They are driven by these huge egos that are all uprising to God's kingdom and trying to make it their own. Whether they realize it or not, they're doing this for themselves and their own ego. Whenever a church folks, this is what you got to take home with you today. Whenever a church's main priority is not loving the souls that come through the door, they've taken over the vineyard and thrown out the son. See, what is the point? What is the point of being here? From my perspective, from our staff's perspective, and as a member's perspective, as a member of this church, what is the point of being here if you're not trying to change the lives that walk through this door? If God has put a special calling on your heart to serve here in this church, then what is the point of serving if you're not changing the lives of people who walk through that door, who don't know Christ? Because at one point or another, that was you all. And I'm not trying to be unappreciative or ungrateful of my congregation and our members here at Stony Brook, because you guys are very loving. But it's a reminder to keep going at it. Keep being loving. Keep being the church that accepts people with open arms, that aids them with their walk with God, that sets a righteous and godly example to these unbelievers. Folks, that is the type of church that grows. That is the type of vineyard that puts all the glory aside from themselves and gives it up to God. That is what Stony Brook Christian is. That's what I believe it is. That's what our staff believes it is. And that's what you as a church should believe it is. So I challenge you today. I challenge you today to not only walk out of here feeling fulfilled about yourself and grateful for God's presence, but I challenge you to share it. Why harbor it all? I challenge you to invite souls who haven't been saved. Invite people who may not walk with the Lord. Because one way or another, if they never experience it, it ends in eternal suffering. All right, let's see how that sounds. Except if it got the so 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 at what level? So at what level would so at what level would this peek through? Even if he was like this, talking like this. See, now this is it picks up everything. But if we got loud enough, we should be able to talk at a volume like this. What is that though? What is that though? What is that? Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. What is it? This is overall. That's a clean signal. Off. High pass filter is going to. I don't even know, to be honest with you. Here now, Jesus, you change everything. Yeah. Let's go see, let's go see, let's go see what the problem is. Because that does not sound good. No, it does not. No, it does not. definitely be why. Yeah. Okay. Still, overall, it's like a cleaner. It's a cleaner sound. I guess. I mean, I don't even know. I guess. I mean, I don't even know. I guess. I mean, I don't even know. Check. Check. This is very low now. Very low to the point where. But we gotta crank the gain all the way up to there to just get something? That seems. Now I'm not. Now I gotta turn it up to here to get. And now we have a microphone gain that, is up loud. So what is our problem here? What is our problem here? So what is our problem here? Okay. So the fact that it's freaking still making this noise gives me the feeling that it should be plugged in somewhere else, which is what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Do that. And now we're getting a signal, which is good. Okay, you know what we're going to do for now? Ruling out that. And I guess we'll see what that sounds like. Absolutely the same. As far as today goes, I think I'm done. See, but this is what a volume of that level would be like.